You're listening to Daily Manna Devotionals. Thanks for stopping by. If you're new to the channel, welcome, welcome. You've come on a very special day. It's Tuesday, as they're calling it. TWO, Tuesday. A little play on words there. If you didn't realize it, and I didn't either until my kids came home from school and told me about it Friday, today is a special day because it won't occur again for another 200 years. The date is 2/22/22. Then you can take it a step farther, and at 22:22 time on 2/22/22. Anyway, numerologists get all excited about days like this. I don't know anything about all that, but I do think it's a cool date, and I think it's interesting that it won't happen again for a couple hundred years. So pretty special. If you think back the last time that a day like this happened, or if you think back, 200 years in the past and what our world was like then versus now, a lot can happen in 200 years. So it's crazy. That conversation with my kids started another conversation about what will America and the world be like in 200 years when that day comes again. And anyway, that was an interesting conversation to have with kids. But anyway. Besides that, I'm not going to ramble anymore, but just Tuesday. Pretty cool. So today's devotion is called Anger. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already, and hit the little notification bell to turn notifications on so that you get a new post each and every time I put a new video up. You can also hit the thumbs up. You can comment, all that wonderful YouTube algorithm stuff to help the video get out to more people. That would be great. You can shoot me an email if you got something private you want to share, like a prayer request or something going on with your life, or just want to chat about Christianity or God or whatever. You can shoot me an email at dailymannamedia@gmail.com, and I will respond very promptly. Okay, let's jump over into today's devotion, which is called Anger. Oh, and I did notice this when I pulled it up, because I picked these randomly, so it's pretty funny that today is the whole Tuesday, and the devotion that I randomly picked happens to have 22:22 in it, so that's pretty crazy. And I did not plan that. I didn't pick it for that reason. I literally have like a whole list of all of my grandpa's mannas, and I just randomly pick one. That's my way of letting God talk to whoever he's intending to talk to, because I felt like if I make the conscious choice of devotions, I could be affecting that. And so I like the idea of having hundreds of devotions and just picking one, and I feel like that's my opportunity for God to intervene if maybe he wants to speak to one of you through my devotions, or to me, etc. So anyway, that's my way of doing it. So it's kind of funny that I randomly picked one on Tuesday, 2/22/22, and it has 22:22 as a verse right in here. Pretty crazy. Anyway, so anger, God's probably, God's up there laughing like, yeah, I know, I picked that. That's funny. Anger. What can I learn from my anger? God's response. As Balaam, I'm not sure about that name, and two servants were riding along, Balaam's donkey suddenly saw the angel of the Lord standing in the road with a drawn sword. The donkey bolted off the road. Then the donkey tried to squeeze by and crushed Balaam's foot against the wall. "You've made me look like a fool," Balaam shouted. "If I had a sword with me, I would kill you." Then the Lord opened Balaam's eyes, and he saw the angel of the Lord. Numbers 22:22-23, 25, 29, 31. A gentle answer turns away wrath, but harsh words stir up anger. Proverbs 15:1. Don't sin by letting anger gain control over you. Don't let the sun go down while you are still angry. Ephesians 4:26. Those are very wise words, and I've always lived by those words, especially in relationships. I am one that will apologize oftentimes too quickly, because I definitely hate going to bed angry at anybody. My kids, my parents back in the day, girlfriends, wives, anybody. I just don't, with friends, whoever. I don't like going to bed with anger burning inside of me. It only hurts me. It doesn't hurt them. So I like to squash it, get it off my chest, ask forgiveness, apologize if it's my fault, talk about it, whatever. So that's very wise words in Ephesians 4:26. Balaam's anger immediately flared up against the donkey. Balaam assumed that he was right and that the problem was the donkey's fault. Fortunately for Balaam, I know I'm probably saying that wrong, so I apologize. He finally realized that the donkey had saved his life. The next time your pride is hurt and you feel anger rising up within you, don't assume that you are right and everyone else is at fault. Instead of justifying your actions, see whether you can justify your motives. This will tell you if your anger is warranted. God's promise. The Lord is kind and merciful, slow to get angry, full of unfailing love. Psalms 145, verse 8. This devotion comes out of Manna Devotional by Tyndale. I hope you enjoyed it. Have a fantastic Tuesday. And as always, God bless.